Are you tired of the constant hissing of the negative thoughts in your mind like snakes in the Medusa's head? Do they coil around your mind in such a way that your quality of life, your work, your business are all affected? If so, fear not. I have the right antidote to turn these poisonous thoughts into powerful forces of growth and success. Are you ready to escape the grasp of this negativity and realize your true potential? If so, then it is time to slay those snakes and show Medusa who's the boss. Stay tuned till the end when I share with you 3 steps to eliminate those negative thoughts and substitute them with powerful positive thoughts and create a mindset inside you that will help you to achieve your dreams and goals easily and effortlessly. Hey there, my name is Muralidharan Jayaram and I'm a partner at Citrines. I love to help business owners, entrepreneurs, leaders and sales professionals to get breakthrough results in their professional as well as their personal lives. I truly believe that all it takes is one breakthrough to make a huge difference. I help my clients to get these breakthroughs by using powerful cutting-edge technologies like neuro-linguistic programming. Let me ask you a question. Are you struggling with negative thoughts? Are these negative thoughts preventing you from achieving your dreams and goals? Or do you know people who are struggling with these negative thoughts? Me too. I can completely relate to this 100%. There was a time in my life when I was absolutely negative, with a lot of negative thoughts swirling in my mind 24/7. And what's crazy is, many of these thoughts were bizarre. Why bizarre? Because I have a very creative and innovative mind. And all my powers of creativity and innovation were directed towards creating these negative thoughts. And some of these thoughts were very, very bad. Very bad. So, what was the impact of these thoughts? I began to lose my friends. My work suffered. My relationships suffered. And soon I realized that I was heading very fast towards failure and doom. I had to find a solution before I just throw away my life for good. So what did I do? I deep dived into research in the area of positive psychology and neuroscience and so on. I tried many techniques, but none of them were really effective. They didn't work until I came across neuro-linguistic programming, NLP. I learned neuro-linguistic programming and became a master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming and completely reprogrammed my mind for success. Today, I teach my clients how to do exactly that. Many clients come to me and they have the same problem, these negative thoughts going round and round like a chain, kind of binding them and not allowing them to succeed. I teach them powerful techniques from neuro-linguistic programming to help them get out of it. And now, they are living high-quality lives, completely balanced, completely successful in all areas of their lives. So, the good news for you is that if I can change, and if my clients can change, so can you. I'm going to share with you 3 powerful steps to eliminate all your negative thoughts and substitute them with powerful positive thoughts that will help you to reach your dreams and goals easily and effortlessly. But before I do that, I want to talk to you about why it's important to get rid of those negative thoughts you're having right now. Negative thoughts are very harmful. Most of the time, we are not even aware. We are in a bad mood, but those bad moods are caused by underlying negative thoughts. They fly under the radar of our consciousness. They are there, causing the havoc, but we don't realize that they are there. That's the biggest danger. The second problem is that these negative thoughts, if you have it over and over again, over a period of time, will begin to impact your physical health. It can lead to all kinds of diseases. It can also impact your mental health. It can cause stress, depression, anxiety, and so on. However, more than all that, these negative thoughts sow the seeds of failure inside your mind. And once that happens, then you're doomed. When I had these negative thoughts going around in my mind those days, I noticed one big dangerous problem. And what was that? I began to believe them. A thought is a thought. If it comes and goes, that's okay. But when a thought comes and when you begin to believe that thought, it's a completely different story. The moment a thought turns to a belief, it becomes a command for your nervous system. It becomes a command for your unconscious mind. Your unconscious mind will make that thought happen in reality. And that's the greatest danger. That's why you need to get rid of all those negative thoughts that are troubling you every day. Well, in my consulting and therapy sessions, many clients ask me, Murali, I have all these negative thoughts and they are troubling me. I've been having them all my life. Does it mean that there's something wrong with me? Am I a bad person? Is there something wrong with me? And my answer to them is absolutely not. Just because you have a set of negative thoughts going on in your mind doesn't mean that you are a negative person. It doesn't mean that you are kind of, let's say, troubled. Doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. No. All it means is that you have developed bad habits of thinking. That is, thinking negatively. And since it's a bad habit, you can always change your habit. And that's another good news for you today. Alright? So, let me share with you the techniques. There are 3 steps. So, what's the first step? Step number 1 is to become aware that you're having negative thoughts. Most of the time, most of the people are not aware that they even have those negative thoughts. But they feel low, they feel down, they feel they're in the dumps, they feel that they're not confident, and so on. All kinds of negative emotions and behaviors they begin to notice, but they never notice the negative thoughts that are driving those emotions and behaviors. So the first thing to do is to become aware of the negative thoughts you're having. Once you become aware of the negative thoughts you're having, then there are a lot of benefits. The first benefit is that once you're aware that you have a negative thought in front of you, then you can step back. Dissociate yourself from the negative thought. The greatest advantage of stepping back and looking at the negative thought from a distance is that At some level, you will realize that you are not those thoughts. And that's correct. You are not those negative thoughts. You are not those negative emotions. Nor are you the mind that you have. You are much above that. Now, what you actually are is beyond the scope of this episode. That's a conversation for another time. The moment you realize that you're not the mind, you're not the negative thoughts, you're not the negative feelings, then you will get your control back. You will lay the foundation that if I'm not the negative thought, I can change it. If I'm not the negative feeling, I can change it. If I'm not the mind, I can change my mind. I can make it better. Okay? Another thing you need to do in step 1 is when you notice that negative thought, check, is it an internal dialogue? Are you beating yourself inside? Is there a constant voice screaming at you? Like, I'm no good, I am shy, I'll always be a failure, I'll always be alone, I'm a coward, I'm useless, on and on and on and on. Okay? That is an internal dialogue. There's a specific way to deal with it. That's one kind of negative thought. There's another kind of negative thought that's a little more subtle and more dangerous. And that is, you have a bad feeling, you feel low, but you cannot point out what's happening actually. You can't even sense those negative thoughts. But if you really look at the feeling and then focus on that, suddenly you'll see there's a picture that is triggering your negative feeling. A picture may be a still picture, or it may be a movie, a kind of a mini horror movie that's triggering your negative emotion. That you need to begin to notice and recognize. Step 2. Step 2, I will teach you how to deal with that internal dialogue. Like, I'm a coward, it's useless, nothing goes right for me, and so on. Whatever the dialogue is you're using to beat yourself up. Okay? Become aware of that. Once you're aware of that, notice the feeling that dialogue is creating inside you. Feeling of despair, feeling of frustration, feeling of anger. Acknowledge that. And then, notice where the dialogue is coming from. It usually comes from some point around your body. Maybe it's on the top, maybe it's side, here, or maybe it's right behind. Wherever that location is of the dialogue, notice that. And then it's your mind, you're the emperor. You take that, let's say it's behind you, take that voice and bring it in the front. And notice a change in your feeling. Once you move the position, when you move the position of the dialogue, usually the dialogue will have less impact. You'll feel less frustrated or whatever you're feeling. Okay? And then, as if you have a remote, make the volume of the dialogue completely zero. Turn the volume down. Turn the volume completely down. And then, the most important step is, take this dialogue and then push it far into the wall and then beyond, back into the universe, right into the universe, all the way to Andromeda galaxy and beyond, where there's a black hole, and that black hole sucks the dialogue inside it forever. Do this technique again and again and again until your unconscious mind will finally realize that these negative thoughts that are being generated are not important and they should be thrown away. Once your unconscious mind realizes that, it will stop producing these negative thoughts. In addition to all these things that you're doing, you can also simultaneously create an opposite powerful thought and repeat it again and again. Let's say the dialogue is nothing will go right for me. Okay? You take it to the technique, throw it away. You create an opposite dialogue. Everything is going to be fine because I am going to make it right. Some positive thought like that, you repeat it again and again and again until it sinks into your unconscious mind, and then your unconscious mind begins to manufacture these positive thoughts automatically. I want you to practice this. Be patient. Be patient. You'll get there. You'll come to a point when your unconscious mind, instead of producing negative thoughts, will produce powerful positive thoughts. Okay? Now I'll give you step 3. Let's say you don't have an internal dialogue, but you have that picture. You have a bad feeling. What you do is check. Where's the feeling? Okay? I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling frustrated. And immediately check. There will always be a picture associated. Alright? Once a picture is associated with it, point out where the picture is projected. We have a holographic memory. Our imagination is also holographic. When you have a memory or an imagination, it's usually projected in relation to your body to some position around the body. Now, locate that position. Okay, I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling frustrated. Where is the picture? Oh, the picture is here. Locate that picture. Okay? And then look into that picture. Then what you do is, again with the remote, change the picture completely blank so that you can't see anything in the picture, or completely white, you can't see anything in this picture. If there is a dialogue or a voice along with the picture, turn it to 0. And then what you do is catch the picture and bring it in the front and make it small, like a stamp, the size of a stamp. Then grab that picture and then just throw it all the way outside your wall, outside into the universe, to Andromeda galaxy and beyond, where a black hole sucks it up and then it's gone forever. And notice as you do that, your feeling of frustration and all that is just disappearing. Again, do this, repeat, be patient, do this technique again and again until your unconscious mind realizes that producing such negative images is not important, and then it will stop producing these images. At the same time, you can also create another image of powerful, positive outcomes, powerful, positive movies. It's your theater. You run the movie. You are the director. So create a movie and run it in loop. Everything going fine. You are tremendously successful. You are confident, and all the things that's happening are happening great. Whatever that picture was, create an opposite of that. And create that movie and run that movie in loops again and again and again. And very soon, your unconscious mind will begin to produce such movies automatically. And that's when your entire shift will happen inside you. From a negative mindset, you will shift to a powerful, positive mindset. And this is so important. It's a precursor to you becoming wealthy, healthy, prosperous, and happy. Okay? Having good relations, everything will change once you take charge of your mind and make it do what you want it to do. Do not be a slave to your mind. It's your mind. It has to obey you. Alright? Okay? So, it is so important to work on our mindset and change, because ultimately it's all about mindset. If your mindset is right, you will get the results you want. If the mindset is wrong, you will be in trouble. You'll become a failure. And I'm sure you don't want to be a failure in life. Do you? No, you don't want that. Okay. Practice, okay? So, until next time,